butterflies, and that the butterflies who look like Bob do fly all the way to Mexico. None of these books said Bob was nuts. They said he was right. Oscar also studied maps. Mexico was thousands of miles away, which is quite far for someone whose whole world had been a flower pot. It was a little scary. But the more Oscar found out about all the different places he'd see and the different bugs he'd meet, the more he wanted to go there. Oscar also found out that they speak Spanish in Mexico, so he figured he'd like to do that too. He learned to say hello. Hola. He learned to say goodbye. Adios. He learned to introduce himself so everyone would know who was saying hello and goodbye. Hola, mi nombre es Oscar. But will they know me when I'm a butterfly? Oscar asked. Sure, Edna replied. No matter what you are, you'll always be Oscar. Too soon, the time came for Oscar to take that long caterpillar nap they'd read about. He'd sleep, and when he woke up, he'd have wings. Before you go, let's learn one more thing, said Edna, and they learned how to say good night. Buenas noches. Oscar went to sleep and dreamed of distant blue mountains and of all the new friends he'd meet as he rode the wind out of Cleveland and all the way to Mexico. He slept, and he slept, and he slept some more. Then one day, Oscar woke up. As he yawned and wiggled out of his cocoon, he felt something else wiggle on his back. Wings! He had wings! But something wasn't right. He also had an appetite, a big one. And why was he craving socks? Hey, Oscar, Nibbles shouted from inside the closet. Taste this designer sweater. It's yummy. Look at us, yelled Wiggly. We're flying around a light bulb for no reason. Whee! Cried Squirmy. Fighting the urge to head for the light bulb, Oscar flew to the mirror instead. Oh no, he cried. Someone made a mistake. I'm not a butterfly. I'm a moth. Now Oscar would never ride the wind. He would never see Mexico. For the rest of his life he'd fly around a light bulb or sit in a drawer eating old socks. Oscar tried to make the best of it. Even with nowhere to go, flying sure beat crawling, and socks actually tasted pretty good. But when Oscar said, "More socks, please," in Spanish, "Más medias, por favor," it made him sad. It just reminded him of the blue mountains he'd never see. He might have forgotten all about Mexico, but one bright night, Oscar happened to land on his favorite flower in the window. He hadn't come back there since he'd become a moth, and looking around him, a tiny piece of paper caught his eye. There was writing on it. This is what it said. Dear Oscar, amazing things can happen when a moth thinks like a butterfly. Write me from Mexico. Love, Edna. Oscar felt the moon beckon to him like a big light bulb in the sky. Yes, he was a moth. And what a moth! Adios, amigos, said Oscar. I've got a postcard to write. And off he soared, up